I remember even when I went to promote Good News, that we went to a college and there were like about thousands of students, and the minute I walked on stage, they all started chanting Preeti, and I was like, I don't know about Mr. Lele, because that's not the title for sure. I think Arun's the most fun person to work with. He's a mad ball of energy. I don't think I should be calling her, this lookalike. What's that word? Doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yes.
No, it's not. I don't like that word. I think she's beautiful as herself, and I mean, I love that she's recreated the look so well.
Hello everyone. Our guest today is literally on a roll. She's given back-to-back hits. She's signing back-to-back movies, and I'm sure there's lots more in the pipeline. To know more about it, let's welcome Kiara Advani. Hi, Kiara.
Hi, thank you so much.
Kiara, like I said, so much is happening. But even before we get onto that part, I want to congratulate you for Shesha. It's a massive hit. People are loving the film, and it's been a while since the film has released, but I think the love hasn't stopped coming your way. How does this feel?
It's overwhelming. It's really incredible what, the kind of response that we've gotten for the film, the love that's coming in from children to everybody. I mean, the reels have not stopped. The way they've all reached out to us. It's just, I think it's just superseded all our expectations, and it just feels so overwhelming that it's still, like you said, it's been maybe 2 months now that the film has released.
Exactly.
We are still, imagine we are doing an interview after 2 months.
Yes.
So it's really, really overwhelming.
2 months now since the film released, and even before that, Shesha in itself had quite an interesting journey. I think even before the lockdown, the film had almost finished shooting for the film.
We finished shooting for the film before the lockdown, before the pandemic. We were meant to
us
that year, yeah.
Absolutely, but then you all waited for the film because you all wanted to obviously release it in theaters. But when it finally released on OTT, but I think it has been worth the wait, right?
Absolutely. It's totally worth the wait, and we did wait it out, like you said, but I think, we just felt like this is such an incredible story, let's put it out there. And I think a good film is a good film, so it will get the love it deserves, and that's what happened with the film. And then it went beyond what we even thought that would come our way, and it's truly touched and moved so many people that it's just so overwhelming to hear and to watch the film grow into what it's destined to be.
Absolutely. And something that is very striking about the film and your character per se is that, the film is called Shesha. Siddharth plays the titular role, but a lot of love has come your way for playing Dimple in the film. And, in the past, we've seen many actresses where, they have gone out and they have been a part of a film where they have not been not played a titular role, but have still got a lot of love, like Alia Bhatt in many of her films in the past. And I think it's the same thing is happening with you. Had you thought about this? That, of course, Siddharth plays a titular role, but I have to do something to make my character stand out.
Actually, to be honest, it was already written in the script. So for me, the character stood out in the script. Their love story touched me. Dimple's character, her personality in the writing, in what I had read, what Sandeep sir and Vishnu sir had narrated to me, itself really moved me. And then, of course, even when I met with her, the connection was so instant that I knew I wanted to be a part of it. I didn't think of, I didn't look at it like, screen time or any of that. For me, I think any role that I go with, I feel you need to own it 100%. And you give it your all and you will make that impact, and your presence will be felt, or it will, as an actor, it's my job to make you, to move you with the performance, or to make you feel what I want you to feel for that character, and, what she's feeling. It was so lovely when people called me saying, like, we cried with her, and we blushed with her, and we were happy with her, and when she cried, we cried, our heart went out to her. And that's how I felt when I read the script. So it was almost the same feeling that the audience had. So I feel like with any character that we play, as an actor, no matter what, whether I have 2 scenes, 5 scenes, 100 scenes, 1,000 scenes, I have to nail it with those. I have to make sure that I give it my all. And that's something that right from like my early days, my very first film, even when I played Dhoni, my only thing was no matter whatever you have in a film, the most important thing is to you leave no stone unturned in making sure you've given it your 100%.
Absolutely.
And the rest, of course, will touch the audience.
You consider Kabir Singh as a game changer for you?
It definitely was. It was, it was a film that that kind of overnight made, it was, career changing in many ways.
I agree.
And it was like this massive love that we had received. I remember everywhere we went. I remember even when I went to promote Good News, that we went to a college and there were like about thousands of students, and the minute I walked on stage, they all started chanting Preeti, and I was like, this is amazing, but this is so scary because I had never experienced that, and it was scary in a really good way.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, but yeah, it was definitely the film that kind of, I think it connected me with the audience.
I agree.
That film that made that just brought me closer to the audience, and they felt like they knew me, or like there was that little relatability factor with which they connected with me. And that was our first thing together, me and the audience.
Absolutely. And you and Shahid also became very close during the shooting. I saw your friendship also came across very evident in your film also, and in the interviews also that you all did after that. Any chance that we'll see this pairing collaborate again in the future? Have you discussed it?
Maybe. We also hope so. Hopefully, maybe, who knows? We'd love to.
Now this intrigues me. Is there a conversation around that?
Conversations keep happening in general, but things have a really good script has to come. So let's see. Of course I want to, and I'm sure he does as well. We've spoken about it. We're hoping to. Yeah, we would love to collaborate on something soon.
Lovely. But even what we see in the future for you, Kiara, the kind of movies that you're doing, they are vast, they are diverse, and they're very interesting. There's Jug Jug Jio, there's Mr. Lele, there's one film that you're doing with Ram Charan, there's one film that you're doing with Ranveer Singh, both are being directed by Shankar. There's one film also with Kartik Aaryan in the pipeline. There's a lot that's happening that some are announced, some are not announced. But all very interesting films. How does this phase seem to you, Kiara? Does it seem, do you pinch yourself sometimes saying that, you had dreamt of this at one point and now it's finally happening?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel very grateful that the films I'm doing, they're all different, they're all interesting, they're with, they're very exciting collaborations as well, wonderful stories, and it is definitely an exciting time. I don't think I have the time to pinch myself. It's that exciting sometimes, but but they're all very. I mean, I would love to speak more. I can't confirm all the ones that you said till they're all announced. But yeah, the ones that are announced, I'm excited for them, and that's the most I can say at this point. Not announced release dates as yet. We're still in the process of completing the films. And then, of course, once that happens, there'll be so much more to talk about.
Sure. But Mr. Lele wrapped up recently, which we wrote about.
What is Mr. Lele? I've not heard this Mr. Lele film.
It is Mr. Lele, no?
Who's Mr. Lele?
Vicky and Bhumi and you. Shashank Khetan film.
I don't know about Mr. Lele, because that's not the title for sure.
Oh, everyone has been using that film.
Now, see, I'm giving you breaking news that you all are using your own title. So maybe it's not a film we've done.
Oh, so you all are changing the title, obviously.
That I'm not saying either.
But there's Jug Jug Jio also that we're shooting for.
Jug Jug Jio we've announced, and that the shoot for that is going on right now, as we've just restarted the shoot for the film. And that will go on now till December. So yeah, that's a very, very exciting film.
And very interesting cast also. There's you, there's Varun, there's Anil Ji, there's Neetu Ji. Neetu Ji is coming back to acting after so long. I'm sure when you're on set, I don't want to know about the story, but when you're on set, how mad does this set get?
Yeah, completely mad. I think with all four of our energies, it's quite exciting, it's quite crazy, and I think we're having a blast, and hopefully that's going to translate on screen, because the four of us are a family. So hopefully you will see that on screen as well. But touch wood, it's all going really well, and there's a great vibe on set.
Right. How is it working with Varun?
I think Varun's the most fun person to work with. He's a mad ball of energy. And yeah, he's just incredible to work with.
Sure. I also read somewhere, if you want to answer, that you're doing a film with Junior NTR.
I have not been offered.
No?
Anything. I would love to work with Junior NTR, but I have not been offered anything.
Oh, acha, okay. There's another interesting thing which I read on the internet. I don't know if you have got a chance to see it, but there is a look-alike of yours who's a dentist come
I did.
influencer.
Yeah,
Aishwarya Singh.
I did. I even commented on her picture.
Oh, you did?
On her reel, she did. She recreated Dimple's look, and
Yes.
she did my whole. I think one of she did a scene, or she's done part of the song.
Yeah.
So I did see that. It was
How
quite.
does it feel? Do you think you're really looking?
I think she looks like herself, and she's a beautiful girl who's beautiful as herself.
Yeah.
I don't think I should be calling her, this lookalike. What's that word? Doppelganger.
Doppelganger, yes.
No, it's not. I don't like that word. I think she's beautiful as herself, and I mean, I love that. I love that she's recreated the look so well. But she's her own person, and she should be her own person.
Sure. She somewhere recently said that she wants to meet up with you.
Oh, I'd love to. I would absolutely love to.
I can't wait to see all that films that are in the pipeline, and much more that you're gonna sign soon.
Thank you.
But thank you so much, Kiara. This was a lovely.
Thank you so much. Such a pleasure chatting with you.
Same here. Bye.